On the final evening of March, they march out onto the floor at Auburn, where it is the second session in the second round of the NCAA Regional Championships. Two teams have already advanced to the final from the day session this afternoon, and two more spots will be awarded here at Neville Arena tonight. It was Auburn and Kentucky booking their spots from this afternoon, and now Florida, Denver, Ohio State, and Iowa State battle for the right to match up on Saturday. And boy, was it an impressive showing by the Kentucky Wildcats this afternoon.
It sure was, Steve. Kentucky marched into the building on fire with a mission on every single event, led by Raina Worley. She went 9.95 on vault and bars. Another huge score on the balance beam, stuck every single landing, even the floor passes where they could take a step, and led Kentucky to a program record 197.750.
Elsewhere around the gymnastics world in this postseason, earlier today, LSU was surprising in failing to move on. Minnesota, their best postseason score in program history, and Alabama went wire to wire up at the Seattle Regional. And with that, we welcome you to our coverage from the Auburn Regional. Steve Schlanger with the national champion from Alabama, Ashley Miles-Grigg. And Ashley, so much going on. Almost 200 routines here at Auburn today, so a lot to digest. But it's going to be hard to take your eyes off of the biggest star in the building tonight, Trinity Thomas of Florida.
That's right. Looking forward to seeing her compete tonight along with the top-seeded Florida team, who has been on fire this year. They've been so consistent, so strong. And Denver, you cannot count them out of this topic as either. They have dealt with so much adversity this year due to injuries, have had to go 5 up, 5 count, but they've stayed strong throughout and have a really, really good chance to put a nice, strong meet together.
This is the lay of the land in the postseason. 4 sites around the country for these regionals, 36 total teams. The first round happened last night. The first of 2 sessions in the second round was earlier today. The top 2 teams from each of today's sessions move on to the regional final. That's this weekend. And then from there, the top 2 teams from the final advance to the NCAA championships later on in April. They are getting set to go here, and to begin things, we'll have Denver on the vault, Ohio State is on bars, Iowa State is on the balance beam, and Florida, number 2 in the nation, starts things off on floor, Ashley.
That's right. Megan Skaggs is a very, very good leadoff competitor for Florida on this event. She scored 9.9 or better just about every time she gets out there. And the last time in this exact arena, she went 9.925. So she'll look to get them off to a good start.
Yeah, Florida finished the regular season here at Auburn at Neville Arena when they tied Auburn with national leading totals of 198.575. School records for both Auburn and Florida, so it was a tremendous way to wrap up the regular season, and both Auburn and Florida are competing at this regional here this weekend as well.
Those are massive, massive team scores. That competition head-to-head was so exciting. That Gator chomp, you'll see that from every single Florida athlete on the floor exercise and in a lot of the other events as well, balance beam.
Already a score in from the vault, Momoko Iwa of Denver with a 9.775. Stephanie Berger was up first on the bars for Ohio State, and on the beam, Hannah Loyam for the Cyclones of Iowa State.
And Denver so far looking good on the vault. Yurchenko full that we just saw got a good landing. They'll look to build on those scores throughout this lineup.
Florida in the bottom right-hand corner on the floor. In the upper right-hand corner, that is the bars with Ohio State. Upper left will always be the vault, and that's Denver in this first rotation. And bottom left-hand corner, that is the balance beam. And that's where Ohio State is for rotation number 1. All of the events will stay in those boxes throughout the event here this evening.
Yeah, the challenge for Iowa State tonight is to see if they can put together another solid performance on back-to-back nights, remembering they had to compete yesterday to qualify to this second session. So hopefully their legs still feel fresh.
They beat Western Michigan to advance to this second round. How difficult is it to go back-to-back for a team like Iowa State, competing twice in 2 days versus these other teams that have had the rest?
It's very difficult, you know, seated a little bit lower, so they had to fight and earn their spot in, and having those back-to-back days can be tough on the body, tough mentally. And this is the third time we've had this format, and I don't know that we'll see a team. It'll be interesting when we see a team that competes in session one and can make it all the way through. That may actually happen one day.
Big score in from Megan Skaggs, kicking things off on the floor for Florida with a 9.950, matching her high. So
wow.
A tremendous start, as you would expect from the Gators.
That was a massive opening score. Huge double layout first pass from Peyton Richards. Landed a little bit short, though, I would say. Stepped forward on that, but still, good height, lots of difficulty, very clean.
Stephanie Berger opened up with a 9.8 on the bars for Ohio State.
A huge vault from Denver. Sky high, Yurchenko full, good stretched position. Arms very straight on the block. That's going to be a big score. It only starts from a 9.95, but that was just about as perfect as you can get.
And Denver coming off a second place finish at the Big 12 Championships. They had their second highest score of the year with a 197.250 and 8 scores of 9.9 or better at the Big 12 Championships.
And that second pass from Peyton Richards on floor that she just did, I think she made an adjustment and did a tuck instead of a laid out. I think that was an error, so she may lose a little bit of bonus there. So a small sign of a mistake from Florida on floor.
As a team, do you prefer a certain event to lead things off in the postseason like this, Ashley?
I think a lot of teams like to start in Olympic order. So that vault, bars, beam floor, because that's what you're always so used to, just coming up in club gymnastics. That's the preference, I would say. But then you do have teams that like to start on floor, like Florida is, and end on balance beam, which is the most nerve-wracking event in the competition, in my opinion.
Denver so far with 3 scores in, and now make it 4 on the vault, with their highest yet coming from Jessica Hutchinson, the sophomore from just northwest of Philadelphia, with a 9.875.
And there was another Yurchenko 1.5 vault, a little short on the landing, so had to take a hop back. They haven't crossed that 9.9 threshold, and you kind of get the feeling they're going to need to do that tonight.
Florida coming into these regionals unbeaten on the season. 20 wins, no losses, 1 tie. And coming off their 11th SEC championship win at the conference meet in Birmingham.
And unlike some of the other teams where you hear coaches say that they want them to go and attack and have high energy, Florida very much, even though they do have that energy throughout their rotations, they really try to focus on staying calm and being normal and doing everything like they do in practice, taking it one routine at a time through each athlete. Dismount up in the top right from Ohio State. Beautiful double layout and drills that landing.
The Buckeyes glad to start on the bars. They set a program record on the bars at the recent Big Ten Championships with a 49.425. Finished 5th place at the conference meet. Had a program record, though, of 196.700 for the Big Ten Championships collectively. It's Alexis Edwards at a 9.9, best score so far for Ohio State on the bars here in this opening rotation.
Alyssa Bauman on floor exercise, nice leap combination, gets good position in the air. Another one of those athletes that's just so artistic. You see how she presents everything all the way through her fingertips, her toes. Anytime her foot leaves the ground, it is pointed, and it's so beautiful to watch. Huge double pike. Spots that landing, chest is up. Very, very clean.
And you see your teammates in the background in the bottom right-hand corner, the Gator Chomp, and Alyssa Bauman has it rolling. What a routine for the grad student from Dallas, the 8-time All-American.
Having a great time. Big Yurchenko full top left from Denver on vault, drills the landing. So again, that's 2 Yurchenko fulls, just a 9.995 start value. So if it's perfect, that's the highest they could score. But I think that one's gonna be 9.9 or better.
Well, so far, 9.875 from Jessica Hutchinson is the best score on the vault for Denver. And now a 9.425 to close things out for the Pioneers on the vault. Meanwhile, back-to-back 9.9s for Ohio State on the bars. And again, this is one of their top events. Had a somewhat pedestrian start with a 9.8 and a 9.7 from Berger and Levac, but then Edwards and Hankins coming right back to really elevate the bars performance for the Buckeyes.
And that's definitely what you want to see as a coach. You want to see these athletes just building and using that momentum, one athlete after the next. So 2 left. Let's see if they can do better.
Leanne Wong coming up next on the floor for the Gators. A 9.9 and a 9.7 for Skaggs and Richards, waiting on the score for Bauman, who completed her opening routine just moments ago.
I'm watching bars right now. Nice pec salto transition down to the low bar. Hits that last handstand. Unique combination there, stalled her into an immediate double tuck. Doesn't get the landing, but that's an interesting, unique combination dismount, a little different.
That was Colby Miller, the senior from Mason, Ohio, who won the bars at the Big Ten Championships with a 9.950. She's been 9.9 or better 5 different times on the event this season.
Leanne Wong doing a very good job on the floor exercise. She's hit 2 for 2 on her passes. Of course, beautiful twisting from her. It opens up with the triple twist. She ends with a double pike, stays in bounds. Nice landing. Florida doing what it does best. Just being very consistent, very strong. Every one of these athletes from Florida has the ability to score above a 9.9 every time they step out on the apparatus.
Leanne Wong, the freshman from Overland Park, Kansas, and all-around silver medalist and a bronze medalist on the floor from the World Championships.
Yeah, she's one of those athletes that has that elite pedigree. She's so beautiful to watch. She's got great foundational gymnastics, and it just translates into making everything look beautiful.
Well, so far, as we get deeper into this opening rotation, it's really been Ohio State and Florida posting the big numbers and starting to gain some separation here. 3 consecutive 9.9s for the Buckeyes on the bars, and we've had 2 scores in excess of 9.9 on the floor for Florida. Waiting on the score from Leanne Wong to come in, and then Trinity Thomas up next, the big star of the night and really in the country right now. Won SEC Gymnast of the Year for the 2nd time this season.
Yeah, she really is just a joy and a pleasure to watch. Her teammates just really feed off of her energy. And I asked Coach Rowland about just her dominance and how that plays into the team dynamic. And she basically said that, you know, Trinity is everything anybody would ever want her to be. Inside of the gym, outside of the gym, just a great person, and that translates into how she competes and contributes to the success of this team. You see there, I mean, she just drops out of the sky on that double layout. No form breaks, beautiful execution.
The only one in the nation to earn first team All-America on each apparatus here this year. Trinity Thomas on the right-hand side of the screen.
So hard to do. Full front layout. Again, great landing. Good connection bonus there.
She's had
And that's
6
gonna be a big
perfect
score.
scores this season. That's the most in the nation. She's had a perfect 10 on the floor this year. Following up Leanne Wong, who so far has the best score on floor in this first rotation for the Gators, a 9.950, and still one more athlete to come in Sloan Blakely, following Trinity Thomas.
Yeah, and Trinity, one of the few athletes in the country and in history, really, to have completed that gym slam, which is a perfect 10 on every event in your career. And she completed that in 2022 in her senior season.
She won the all-around and the floor title at the recent SEC championships. And now Blakely on the right-hand side of the screen, getting set for her routine as the anchor here in this opening rotation on the floor for the Gators.
And Iowa State put together a very solid beam performance there. They don't look tired at all. You couldn't tell me that they were just out here yesterday doing the same thing.
Well, it really improved for Iowa State as they had a pair of 9.7s to open things up, and then 9.8 or better in the next 3.
Yeah, and just to put that into perspective, they scored a 48.725 yesterday on the same event, so much improvement. Sloan Blakely, a huge double Arabian.
And Trinity Thomas, word coming in now, a perfect 10 on the floor from her routine.
No surprise there, Steve. That was a pretty perfect routine. She can do that all day.
Her 7th perfect 10 of the season. That's the most perfect scores of anyone in the country.
Wow. And Sloan following behind her. Set up nicely. She scored
Blakely.
a 10 before on this event as well.
Yeah, the freshman from Frisco, Texas, has been tremendous across all of the events. But you get the 10 from Thomas, now follow it up with a freshman who's also had a 10. They just keep on coming. They are deep, they are stacked, they are so talented, this Florida Gator squad.
That's right, just a freshman anchoring this Florida lineup. So impressive. And that's going to be another big score.
And it takes a lot of confidence to follow someone like Trinity Thomas too, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, she went out there, scored a perfect 10, and set her up nicely for an opportunity to do the same.
We will talk to Jenny Rowland, the 7th-year coach for Florida, in just a moment. But Trinity Thomas, the performance of the day, really, so far here at this Auburn Regional. The only 10 that we have seen. There were none in the first session this afternoon. This is the first rotation of the second session here this evening. And if you had to close your eyes and just make a guess and say, who would it be? Who would the first 10 go to? Trinity Thomas would be a pretty good bet.
I'd put my money on it. And this could potentially be another record-breaking night for her.
And not only the top-end talent, but just so consistent. Every meet, every event, never has a letdown. And we are joined now by Florida coach Jenny Rowland here at the end of this first rotation. Well, I mean, Trinity Thomas, what are you going to do, Coach? I mean, at some point she's going to raise her game, right?
Absolutely. I mean, she could do just a little bit more, don't you think?
I think so. Right, right. So tell us about starting on the floor and just the attitude, the preparation, and then your interpretation of how things went overall.
Really just a great, solid start for the Gators, a good feel-good event for the Gators just to get them going, something that they can continue to build on event by event. So really proud of them and ready to just keep it normal.
Coach, an adjustment to the vault lineup with Nia Reed being out, putting in Bree Edwards stepping up as an alternate. Talk about how that's going to be coming up.
Bree's actually been competing for us a lot this season, in and out in the lineup, so I know she's prepared. I know she's ready. This team has a lot of faith in her, and so do the coaches, so I know she's going to do a great job. And the Gators are just going to continue to do what they do, and that's do a great job.
All right, we will see you in rotation number 2. Great start, and thanks for the time, Coach.
Thank you so much. Go Gators.
All right, Jenny Rowland, a National Coach of the Year and one of the top gymnasts in the nation, delivering a perfect 10 on the floor for Trinity Thomas, and the Gators have the lead after rotation number 1. Florida making a pretty good pick for the cover of the social media blast. Trinity Thomas, and coming off the perfect 10 here on the floor to kick things off tonight at regionals. Denver also looking forward to making the trip to the plains of Auburn. And now it is on to rotation number 2 at Neville Arena. And for Florida, Megan Skaggs back in that first rotation got him off to a promising start, didn't she?
She did. She scored big in that leadoff spot. This is actually a routine that could go later in the lineup. But for Florida, as we've seen, it really doesn't matter. Started them off nicely. Ohio State had a monster bar lineup with 3 back-to-back-to-back 9.9s. So really came through in this opening rotation for Denver and performed well on this event. And of course, no surprise here, Trinity Thomas, again, starting off, going a perfect 10 on floor, something that she's done so many times, but it's never not impressive. You see those landings there, no deductions taken.
And this is where things stand among the notable performances after the first rotation here. Florida with the lead ahead of Ohio State. And it's the Cyclones and the Pioneers. Trinity Thomas, her 4th perfect 10 on the floor this season. 15th perfect 10 of her career. 15.
That's a big number. It's, you know, you could get tongue-tied. We could sit here all day just going through her accolades. In fact, when I was talking to Coach Rowland, I told her it's overwhelming looking at all of her accomplishments. It's just very, very unbelievable.
Jenny Rowland looking on, and a lot to like about what she's looking at. Here are the teams in the second round here today in the 2 quad meets at this Auburn Regional. Florida, the highest ranked of the teams. Auburn and Kentucky following at numbers 7 and 10, and following suit, Auburn and Kentucky advancing from the afternoon session earlier today. They are in the regional final on Saturday, and now it'll be the top 2 teams from this evening session that will join them. We'll have another quad meet on Saturday in the regional final, and the 2 teams that finish at the top of the standings at that point then move on to the NCAA championships later in April. Trinity Thomas will be second to last on the vault here in rotation number 2 for Florida, the same spot she occupied in the order in that opening rotation over on the floor. And Ashley As far as the Gators on the vault, Jenny Rowland told us earlier this week that they've really elevated their performances this season. They've been more consistent and really sticking the landings.
Yeah, they really have. She said it becomes consistent and kind of contagious is the word I'm looking for when one athlete goes. And it'll be interesting to see how Bree Edwards steps into the postseason, stepping in for Nia Reed.
That is Edwards, upper left-hand corner of the screen in the blue on the vault for Florida. First vault routine of rotation number 2.
Does a Yurchenko full. Undercooks that a little bit. You would much rather a gymnast overdo it than under, but looked like she was going for that stuck landing and kind of had to come up short. But other than that, good position, and they'll want to build off that.
Meanwhile, Alex Ruiz leading things off on the bars for Denver in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. In the bottom right, Kelsey Boychuk of Iowa State is on the floor. And for Ohio State, they're on the balance beam with Emma Pritchard in the bottom left-hand corner.
And Emma Pritchard just doing a nice leap combination. Switch leap, straddle quarter. Cat leap, side aerial, back full dismount. She'll get a little bit of bonus for that combination and stuck the landing. Good routine going for Iowa State on the floor. And Megan Skaggs running down the vault runway for her vault. Huge Yurchenko full. That's about as good as you can do it. Only thing missing on that one was the landing, which she tends to find very often.
And the first score of the second rotation is in with Edwards at 9.750, leading things off on the vault for the Gators. Bars in the upper right-hand corner with the Denver Pioneers, who come into these regionals with a record of 12-7. They do have a program postseason record on the bars that they do bring in here at the recent Big 12 championships. So this has certainly been an event that has served them well recently.
And we'll also get to see Riley Mundell, who is the Big 12 champion on this event. And throughout most of the season, Denver has gone 5 up, 5 count, meaning they don't have that 6th athlete or that mulligan to know that if somebody comes off the equipment, you know you're going to have to count a fall. And unfortunately, up there in the top left, a fall from Florida on the vault. Highly unusual from Savannah Shane here.
The first real bobble that they've had today. Megan Skaggs was second up on the vault. She had a 9.850.
Savannah Shane here, actually from Columbus, Georgia, just less than 40 miles away from Auburn, has a ton of family. Said she had to borrow about 15 tickets from teammates that had extra because they didn't have the need to use all their tickets. So big crowd here supporting her tonight.
Yeah, this is one of her best events, the 3-time All-American and the first Georgia high school athlete in history to sweep every event at the state championships back in her high school days.
So she was been dominating for a while then.
Leanne Wong coming up on vault for Florida, and then it's Trinity Thomas.
Bottom right, a little bit of form on that leap combination. Wolf feet reflects. And another stuck landing on balance beam for Ohio State. Putting together some solid performances so far. Leanne Wong, top left. Huge vault. Yurchenko half on, front pike, half off. Seen her do that slightly better where she gets that height and can find the landing. So they hadn't honed in on those landings yet on Florida for vault.
Leanne Wong, top 3 in several different events at the recent SEC championships. All-American on the vault as well. Iowa State with a 9.775 from Boychuk to lead things off earlier for the Cyclones. Ruiz a 9.850 on the bars in the leadoff position for the Pioneers as well. Emma Pritchard for Ohio State, just a 9.775 for the Buckeyes. And so far on the vault for Florida, you see how things have progressed for them. And now Trinity Thomas.
Yurchenko 1.5. Only thing, just a small hop on the landing. Now we're not going to get to see Nia Reed tonight in the lineup, just resting her just as a precaution. But Trinity, Nia gets distance on her vault and a little bit of height. Trinity gets height and distance on her vault. So when she finds that landing, it's just phenomenal. But that will still be a strong score.
Trinity Thomas had the 10 on the floor earlier, and has also had a 10 on a vault this season as well. A senior from York, Pennsylvania.
Another stuck dismount from Ohio State on balance beam.
And beam has not been one of the strong suits for the Buckeyes. A record of 7-3 overall this season, and they won 4 in a row prior to the Big Ten Championships, where they placed 5th just a few weeks ago. But beam has not been one of their biggest assets.
Yeah, and from watching their beam routines tonight, it really seems it's not that they don't have the skills and the combinations and difficulty. Maybe just a little bit of cleaning up still needs to be done for sure for them to maximize those scores.
Sloan Blakely on the vault, upper left-hand corner for Florida. A moment ago, it was a 9-9 for Trinity Thomas.
And I think that was an alternate for Florida up in the top left. So maybe another last-minute adjustment from Florida.
Oh, it was last-minute substitution,
ball, yeah.
Chloe Clark.
Looking at bar dismount, double layout. Almost found that landing.
So just waiting for the score of the last-minute sub, Chloe Clark, who steps in for Sloan Blakely in the anchor spot, but coming in late for the Gators there after the 9.9 from Trinity Thomas, highest score so far on the vault for the Gators after a pair of scores that went 9-8 or higher.
Looking at beam flight series, but handspring layout. A little off, has to lift that front leg, so that will be a deduction. Again, those little things from Ohio State that really can keep you from maximizing those scores. Switch leap, split half, and again there, doesn't really quite combine those. I think she took a little bit extra time, so the judges may or may not give her that combination. Split leap, side aerial, back full in combination for the dismount, just a little hop.
And again, that is Ohio State bottom left-hand corner, Iowa State bottom right, and Denver now in the upper portion of the screen, with the Florida Gators having completed their second rotation already on the vault.
Yeah, Denver's done really well on this event throughout the season. One of their stronger events. Double layout, dismount, and there's a stuck landing. What you like to see from your anchor.
You see Clark as well with a 9.8 final score in the anchor spot as the late sub for the Gators. 9-9 for Orrego for Iowa State on the floor. Ohio State continues on the beam bottom left.
And that score from Orrego that you just mentioned is a whole 10th higher. She improved from just yesterday. So very impressive there.
this Iowa State team, and even 500, 10-10 coming into these regionals.
Good combination pass there, front through to double tuck, good landing.
Fourteenth time making a regionals appearance for the Cyclones. They have competed here though at Auburn, as they were at Neville Arena back in January, so somewhat familiar surroundings, even though it's a different conference for the Cyclones.
A little bit of familiarity for them as well. Nice lead combination on the balance beam. Cartwheel gainer full off the side.
Well, the Buckeyes, no stranger to this level of competition. Last year, they advanced to the regional final with a season-high score of 196.525 from this particular point in the second round. So they've been here before, and they know how to handle the moment.
You know, they would love to do that again. And looking pretty good right now.
Here in this second rotation, Florida very robust again on the vault. Denver coming on strong on the bars. Every score has been in excess of 9.8 for the Pioneers on the bars here in rotation number 2.
Yep, and I think what kept Denver from passing that 9-9 threshold on the bars is just those landings. They never really quite got any stuck landings. Looking at the top box, that individual competitor coming off on the bars. She caught by her fingertips and could not come through, and then another fall on floor on a big opening double layout. Unfortunately, she couldn't pull that one all the way around.
Yeah, on the bars, that's Maylee Costa, who goes to Brown. Just before her, it was the anchor spot on the bars for Denver, Abby Thompson, with a 9.775.
Unfortunate that she came off, because that was a nice, clean routine otherwise.
As you see, there are other individuals not associated with the schools who are competing here, as regional competition also includes 3 all-arounders as well as event specialists. The top all-arounder, who is not on an advancing team, as well as the top specialist on each event that's also not on one of the advancing teams, moves forward to the NCAA championships in April.
Yeah, to speak to that, it can be very difficult to not have your team here with you. College gymnastics is very much about the team. It's not individual. And when you get here and you're paired with another team, it can kind of replace that a little bit and get you in a flow and feed off that energy. So it's helpful.
There's individual performances, but you really benefit from the collective of the team on a regular basis. And to come here, it is a foreign environment, so to speak. So to be able to adjust and find a rhythm is certainly important.
Absolutely. And that last floor performance from Iowa is one that they're definitely going to want to drop. There's 2 falls in there. You see Coach just really talking to her and just saying, hey, it is what it is at this point. You've got to move on, and still got more to go.
So just the floor and the beam to finish up here. This is Maddie Diab, final athlete on the floor for Iowa State. Diab, the junior from Glen Ellen, Illinois, led the team on the floor yesterday with a 9.925 and beating Western Michigan to advance here to the second round.
And that first pass was amazing. She did a front double twist into a front layout. She made it look so easy, and I don't think I've seen that done in college gymnastics, so very impressive opening pass from her.
She is the floor champion from the recent Big 12 championships and also has a perfect 10 on the floor this season.
I can see why. She can tumble forward. She just proved it again on that middle pass. Fun routine. And I guarantee you she chose where she started so that way she could do that section right in front of her teammates in the corral. Front 1.5 back layout. This should be a good score for Iowa State on floor. Finishing, putting on the crown.
And she has it in the DNA. Her father is a two-time national champion on the rings from Iowa State. He's in the school's Hall of Fame. Her mom was a gymnast at Wisconsin. Both of her brothers are current gymnasts at the University of Illinois. So just what you would expect.
Yeah, runs in the family.
Abby Thompson was the final score to come in on the bars for Denver, 9.775. We saw the difficulty with the athlete that preceded Maddie Diab on the floor for Iowa State. That was Hannah Loyam. Her score as a result just an 8.4. Waiting for Diab's score to come in. We still have Hannah Demers of Central Michigan, an individual athlete, still to come on the floor exercise as well as we finish up this second rotation.
Fun music. Hopefully get the crowd into it. Front double twist. Big, huge second pass, doing a double pike. Overcooks it a little bit, but not to where she'd have a deduction. She covered that up really well, had lots of power, lots of height on that double pike. Good position on those leaps, gets them all the way around. Front layout, front 1.5 to finish, solid routine.
Never easy to be a lone wolf without a team, but when you put together a performance like that, you can get the high fives from the other teams, and it still makes you feel like you're part of the group, right?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was a good routine.
And we're joined now here after this second rotation by Melissa Kuchar-Reinhardt, the head coach of Denver. Coach, right now a pretty tight race going on for those top two spots, and you guys really seem to come on in the bars there in rotation number 2.
Yeah, definitely. For us, it's going to be taking one event at a time. This is one tough team. They have a heart of gold, and I know they'll keep trying till the end.
And Coach, what's the message to the team going into this beam rotation where they've improved in back-to-back meets?
Yeah, just one person at a time, staying calm, confident, and aggressive.
All right, Coach, best of luck in the second half of the meet.
Thank you.
We are at the midway point. Florida leading Ohio State by 3/10, but the Cyclones and Pioneers not too far behind. Should be an exciting rotation number 3 coming up when we come back. The path to the NCAA championships in Fort Worth, Texas. The semifinals on April the 14th, and then the final on ABC coming up on April the 16th. Should be tremendously exciting, as it always is, the climax of the gymnastics season here in the spring, Ashley.
Oh, for sure. NCAAs this season, having it on ABC is huge. There are so many teams in the mix this year. I think it's just gonna be so exciting.
And these are the sites since the early 80s where they have held the gymnastics championships and the titles won by these various schools. Of course, Georgia, the Gym Dogs leading the way, the only school in double digits with 10. UCLA on the West Coast. The Bruins have 7 titles, and Oklahoma, which has been so good recently, with 4. Alabama, I think I know someone who went there and won an NCAA championship, someone named
That's
Ashley Miles
right.
Greig, the Crimson Tide of half a dozen.
That's right, Titletown, where legends are made. There's my one moment, right? So, and as you can see, only 7 teams have ever won one.
And Trinity Thomas, who else would we start the highlights from the second rotation with?
Yeah, she took care of business on vault, had their highest score. Nice Yurchenko, 1.5, good height, good distance, good form, just the hop. If she hones in on that landing, we know she can score even better on that event. And then, what a surprise. Iowa State Cyclones, second night in a row. Fresh legs for them on floor with a pair of 9.9s from Ariana Orrego. And then Maddie Diab with a 9.925. Was so impressed watching her routine. A front double twist to a front layout. So difficult, but she makes it look so easy. Again, she's a twister. 1.5 twist to a back layout. And a strong, strong showing for them on the floor exercise.
So the summary for the second rotation in this second session of round 2 here today at this Auburn Regional. Trinity Thomas, the 9.9 on the vault. Maddie Diab went even better, 9.925 on the floor. And at the midway point, with 2 rotations down and 2 to go, Florida leads Ohio State by 3/10, but Iowa State and Denver both within 2/10 of Ohio State. So things very close, and a lot still at stake here in these final 2 rotations. Remember, it's the top 2 teams at the end of the night to qualify for the regional final here at Neville Arena on Saturday. Trinity Thomas leading in the all-around for Florida, the school that will be on bars in rotation number 3. And once again, Thomas will be in the penultimate spot. Iowa State starts on vault. It's Denver over on the beam, and on the floor, the Buckeyes of Ohio State. And that means Ohio State in the bottom right-hand corner. It'll be Florida upper right. In the upper left-hand corner, that's the Cyclones on the vault, and bottom left, that's the Pioneers on the balance beam. So Ashley, where do we go from here? How do you see this meet trending as we go into rotation number 3, given where we've just been?
I think we're going to see Florida do what they do best and get the job done. And Sloan Blakely is in this leadoff spot for them, doing a good job so far. But like you said, the rest of the meet is very tight. So Ohio State, Denver, Iowa State, they have events coming up that are real strong for them. So it could get interesting here.
Sloan Blakely on the bars there, finishing her routine. The freshman from Frisco, Texas, who was the anchor on the floor in the first rotation, was supposed to be the anchor on the vault in rotation number 2 and was pulled out late.
Yeah, probably taking that opportunity to rest her a little bit, I would say. Those leg events, knowing that they have another night of competition coming up. So that's always nice when you can actually do that in the team, when you have that depth.
Alex Diaz over on the beam. Good dismount.
Yep, good start for Denver. Difficult double wolf turn on the floor. Nice lead combination as well. Gets really good position.
Savannah Gonzalez first up on the floor for the Buckeyes in the bottom right. And floor has been the second best event this season for Ohio State overall.
Full front layout, very clean, nice combination.
How about Riley McCusker up next for the Gators on the bars, Ashley?
Nice combination there. Immediate pack salto. Coach standing in between the bars for that transition. Just always nice to note that it's okay for them to be there as long as they don't touch the athlete. Stalled her, an immediate double tuck. Doesn't find the landing, but just a step back. Clean routine from Riley. There's a stuck vault. Yurchenko full, nice position, good distance, gets the stick.
That's Hannah Loyam, who had a disappointing floor exercise for Iowa State in the second rotation. Going second here on the vault following Ariana Orrego, who had a 9-9 in the last rotation. She started things off with a 9-8 from the first position for the Cyclones here on vault in rotation 3, and Loyam with a 9.7.
Savannah Shane here up next for Florida on bars, getting ready, having that last minute pep talk from the coach. She'll try to, I'm sure she's already moved on from the previous rotation. She'll just stay in the moment. She's very, very strong on this event.
This involved probably her two best.
Nice handstand to open up this bar routine. Toe on, toe off, blind half. Huge Jaeger release move. Nice bell, perfect handstand. This is a beautiful bar routine. She hits that last handstand nicely as well. And does a double front half out. Just a slight hop on the landing. I wouldn't give it the stick, but man, that was a good routine. She came back strong.
The bars have been very consistent for the Gators this season. Almost all of the events really have, but head coach Jenny Rowland made it a point of emphasis to say just how proud she is of her team, the way that every single week, the bars with every single athlete from one to the next, there hasn't been a drop-off.
Oh. Doesn't quite get the block on that vault on the Yurchenko 1.5 and has to sit it down.
So Blakely and McCusker, both 9-8 or better, starting things off on the bars for the Gators. Meanwhile, for Iowa State on the vault, they get their first 9-9 from Bergstrom in the middle of the order after a 9-8-5-0 from Boychuk. So trending in the right direction for the Cyclones here in rotation number 3, while Gonzalez, the fourth scorer to come in on the floor for the Buckeyes, 9.775. And over on Denver, the Pioneers beginning on the beam with a 9.825. Megan Skaggs up next on the bars for the Gators, upper right-hand corner.
And again, every single athlete in this Florida lineup, look at that handstand to begin with, is so strong on this event. Huge Tkachev, immediate pack salto. She really stretches out everything, even her kips are well executed. Nice handstand, really shows that one off. No question that she was in the position the judges look for. Huge double layout and finds the landing. That is a stick, folks, and that is going to be another huge score for Skaggs.
The grad student from Marietta, Georgia. And the Gators have just been building with every athlete. Each score has been higher than the next here in rotation 3. Blakely led things off with a 9.8. McCusker then had a 9.875. Then it was a 9.925 from Schoenherr. And now we wait to see what Megan Skaggs gets here with Trinity Thomas on deck.
Ohio State on the floor. Huge opening pass, tucked full in and steps out of bounds. At this point, every single tenth is so crucial, and you kind of get the sense that they know that they're well in this. So don't want to give those tenths away.
And in the upper right-hand corner, it is Trinity Thomas, the senior from York, Pennsylvania, getting set to go. Led things off this evening with a perfect 10 on the floor. Now her third event of the evening.
Ooh, comes in a little bit close on that pack salto, but like a veteran, she just made the micro adjustment and kept it going. Wow. Nice handstand. This Trinity is so impressive. That was a veteran move that she did there on that release move, and once again finds the landing.
Leading in the all-around competition as well coming into this third rotation.
No surprises there.
And Skaggs just before her with a score of 9.925, so that's back-to-back 9.925s for Florida as we wait for Thomas's numbers to come in. Meanwhile, the vault has finished up for Iowa State. They did have 1.99 from Josie Bergstrom, their highest score. Also a 9.850 from Michaela Maxwell, second best for the Cyclones in rotation number 3. While in the upper portion of the screen in the blue, that's the anchor spot on the bars for the Gators that belongs to Leanne Wong, the freshman from just outside of Kansas City. And guess what?
Oh.
It was another perfect 10 for Trinity Thomas. A
It is
pair of
exciting.
perfect scores.
And as exciting as that was, I'm watching Leanne Wong's bar routine, and she caught that first combination by her fingertips, folks. I don't know how she did not come off the equipment, fought through that entire routine, and that's going to be another score. My goodness, Florida is on fire.
What a third rotation.
You see, she said, wow.
They've got two 9.925s. They've got the perfect 10 from Thomas, and we'll see what Wong gets in just a moment.
I know we were busy being dazzled by the announcement of the 10 from Trinity, but Leanne Wong just came through on that bar routine. Wow.
And All-American on the bars, and now it's down to just the floor and the beam left to finish up here in this third rotation. Ohio State on the right, and it's Denver over on the balance beam to the left.
Huge opening double pike. She almost could do a double layout. That was so open in that position. Had plenty of height. 1.5 twist front layout, stays inbounds real close to that line.
Denver got their first 9.9 a few moments ago on the beam from Abby Thompson. The Pioneers had a program postseason record on the beam at the recent Big 12 championships, 49.550 collectively.
Front pike. Acro skill there, very nice on balance beam. She kind of floats into that, made it look so easy. Nice full turn. And good finish. I suspect that may be another big score for Denver on balance beam.
Meanwhile, to finish off for Florida, Leanne Wong delivering their third score of 9.925 in this third rotation. Bettered only by the perfect score of Trinity Thomas and her 10. So Florida not letting off the gas here. Trailing at the midpoint by 0.3 over Ohio State, but continuing to apply the pressure as we go into the second half of this meet.
So impressive. The balance beam for Denver, her teammate giving her a pep talk. Sometimes you'll see it from the coaches. Sometimes you'll see if an athlete's more comfortable with a specific team member. I know a lot of times an athlete will even listen for one specific teammate while they're on the balance beam, and you don't hear anything but that. It's interesting how that happens when you're up there competing.
How difficult is that? It seems like it would be sort of a tricky process.
Definitely difficult, but it's like anything else, you kind of practice it, right? So, you know, you put in the repetitions, you put in the numbers, so that way, in a perfect world, you do it just like you do in practice and competition. But when the lights are on, those nerves can kick in.
On the left-hand side, that is Riley Mundell. Coming up next on the beam for the Pioneers, the sophomore from Denver. Led the team in the all-around, the vault, the bars, and the beam this season. Also finished
very,
second.
Very strong all-arounder.
Yeah, she finished second in the all-around at the Big 12 Championships recently as well.
That handspring layout, flight series a little off, but continues to move. The judges may take a little bit on that. Kicks out of her full turn. Every athlete has to do that in some form on the balance beam. Oh, switch leap, and that was supposed to be combined with what she's going to do now, so it'll be interesting to see. You see she added a beat jump there, so that way she doesn't lose combination, but a break in the combination plus a balance check, it's definitely going to affect the final tally for her.
Now Thompson and Hutchinson back-to-back 9-9s for Denver here late in this third rotation. So saving their best for last here.
Yep, and this beam routine, just even on that side aerial, really fought to stay on there. And 1.5 dismount. So it won't be the highest score, but she stayed on the equipment.
The Pioneers, number 7 in the nation on the balance beam. Third best team score in history this season on this event. They've had 10 different athletes that have competed on beam this season, so pretty deep for the Pioneers as well, but they've had to be because of so many injuries. It's been a very gritty, resilient team all year long.
That's right, beloved Lindsey Brown, Emily Glenn, and Nia Sundstrom, all 3 fifth-year seniors, Achilles injuries in the beginning of the season. Key contributors for this team. They were forced to adjust, forced to put in alternates and get athletes ready to go in the lineup, and did a good job doing it. They were so gritty, so resilient, and that's why here tonight, Coach Reinhardt pretty much said that they're in their own bubble. They're competing against themselves. They just want to come out here and put together a solid performance to give themselves a chance to move on.
So, our final competitors, Caitlin Grimes on the floor for Ohio State on the right, while over on the left, that's Alyssa Worthington from New Hampshire, one of the individual athletes competing in the all-around here. After Denver's rotation number 3 on the beam, Worthington taking her shot on the beam now on the left-hand side of the screen.
Ohio State doing a good job on the floor exercise. Very nice flight series on beam. Side aerial, back handspring, very difficult to do. A little short on that double tuck dismount, that last pass. But otherwise, very fun routine, full of energy.
The Buckeyes had 6 floor titles this season overall. But as we come to the end of this third rotation, how about the Gators? They finished less than a 1/10 of a point away from a team record on the bars. And again, led by the second perfect 10 of the night for Trinity Thomas to go along with her 10 on floor. But then they had 3 different scores of 9.925 as well.
Yeah, pretty unbelievable night for her. And she's still not done. Just every single time she steps out here, it's so much fun to see.
16th career perfect 10, but her first 10 on bars this season, and has now scored a perfect 10 on every apparatus here in 2022.
Wow.
Just remarkable. Also leading the all-around by 2/10 going into the final rotation as well.
Yeah.
Another day at the office,
there.
huh?
Yeah.
So Florida leading from the jump, trying to make it a wire-to-wire victory. 1 rotation left to go. And after this third rotation, we're joined now by the Buckeyes coach. And Meredith, well, through 3 rotations, your impressions of your team's performance. How do you think things have gone for you guys?
I mean, we're fighting hard. We look a little off, a little nervous in this environment, this young team, but I think they're handling it and they're not giving up. I mean, this is going to be close. It's going to come right down to it on this 4th rotation. So hopefully we'll keep fighting.
And how are they going to keep fighting through those nerves on the vault, Coach?
Yeah, they got to stand up on the board, get those shoulders open on the table so those vaults go up and down so we have a good chance to stick.
All right, Coach, we'll see you in the final rotation. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
And everyone's going to need it because Trinity Thomas is not leaving any points out there on the floor tonight. A pair of perfect 10s through 3 rotations. And Florida with Thomas on fire going to rotation number 4. Three rotations down, 1 more to go in this second session of the day in the second round. The top 2 teams from this evening session advance to the regional final on Saturday to take on Auburn and Kentucky in another quad meet that begins at 6 p.m. Eastern from the Neville Arena here at Auburn University. And hosting this regional, so Auburn hanging around at their home venue and taking this evening session in, waiting to see who their opponents are going to be on Saturday. Once again, Steve Schlanger, Ashley Miles-Grieg, and boy, we have quite the final rotation to come. We'll get to that in just a moment, but looking back over the first 3 rotations to this point, Ashley, I would ask you what has stood out. But when you have 2 10s from one particular gymnast, I guess the question answers itself, doesn't it?
It pretty much does. That's what stood out. Trinity Thomas, back-to-back 10s. I think he said 16th career one, so she got 15, 16 tonight. Florida has come out here and taken care of business. They've done their job, even with some of the adjustments, but we've got an exciting one going on right now, right? These other teams, you know, they're in there. The match is really, really close, and this third rotation is going to be so crucial. But looking back, Ohio State, a little bit jittery on the floor exercise, had some steps out of bounds here and there, but still got it done. You know, Denver on the balance beam again. It took them till the end of that rotation to really get into their groove and let their star athletes and their finishers really hit those routines. So, you know, what we're looking for now is landings, right? Execution. For them to go out there and just translate what they've done all season long into this moment and have an opportunity to advance.
All right, let's take a look at what happened in rotation number 3 and some of the high points here.
Yeah, good vault from Bergstrom. nice Yurchenko full, good stretched out position. You know, Florida was all over this bar rotation. Big scores from Savannah Shane here. All 9-9 plus or better. Megan Skaggs again, just executing very, very well. That could be an anchor position. You see she drills that dismount on the double layout, and the perfect 10 from Trinity Thomas. No surprise there. And even though on that pack salto, like I said, she came in close, but really no deduction because she kept it moving.
So some of the important numbers as we head to the final rotation. And what is very interesting is the fact, well, Florida State may go on to win this one and take it wire to wire, which would be no surprise. Again, it's the top two that advance to the regional final. And going into this fourth rotation, Ohio State and Denver are tied for that second spot. The Pioneers of Denver now going to the floor where they're ranked 34th. Ohio State over on vault where they're ranked 23rd. Ohio State upper left-hand corner of the screen, and meanwhile Denver on the floor in the bottom right-hand corner.
And Ohio State just nailed their opening vault, did exactly what coach said they needed to do to start. And with them being tied, every single routine is going to be so crucial here.
Nicole Riccardi leading things off for the Buckeyes on the vault, while on the floor for Denver, Momoko Iwa is the first up for the Pioneers.
She's very good on this event. And Megan Skaggs, that flight series on balance beam was slightly off, but like the veteran she is, she just made that little adjustment and brought it right back in line and stayed on the equipment. Front aerial there.
Michaela Maxwell, upper right-hand corner of the screen for Iowa State on the bars, while Megan Skaggs is in the bottom left on the beam for Florida.
And again, this is another event where she can score 995 in this opening spot for Florida. Drilled it.
All SEC and SEC champion on the balance beam as well, Megan Skaggs from Marietta, Georgia. Also won a silver medal on the beam way back in 2015 for Team USA, part of a gold medal winning performance at the Pan Am Games.
Yeah, very impressive elite career before college. And it transitions so well. It doesn't for everybody, right? But for some athletes, their gymnastics just transitions into college beautifully. Skaggs definitely one of those ones. And Ohio State, huge Yurchenko full on vault and hones in and drills that landing. Good position, good height. And they are doing exactly what they need to do to give themselves a chance.
Lexi Edwards, the junior from Richmond, Virginia, who led the team in vault at the Big Ten Championships. And so far starting off with a 9.850 for McCarty. Grimes following with a 9.825. As the battle between the Buckeyes and the Pioneers will be heating up here in this final rotation, battling for what figures to be the final spot in the regional final on Saturday.
Denver so far looking good on the floor exercise. This will be interesting because we know that the vault's going to finish first.
Iwa with a 9.850 for the freshman from Dallas for Denver, leading things off. Sydney Jennings on the vault for Ohio State, upper left.
Yurchenko full. Good height on that in big distance. So just a 995 start value. So the hop back on the landing will be a deduction.
And Edwards at 9.950 in the third spot for Ohio State on the vault. Best score so far in the event this evening for them.
Yeah, that 995 is essentially a 10 because that's the highest she could have scored on that vault. So it was a good one. Impressive. Sloan Blakely finishing up on balance beam for Florida, does a good job. Gainer, side aerial into a back layout full and drills the landing.
Trinity Thomas once again will be second from last in this order for Florida on the beam. That's been her spot all evening long has the 210s, leads the all-around, and is well on her way to winning that competition. And a 9.850 for Jennings on the vault for the Buckeyes.
Another good score.
A senior from Rochester, Minnesota. Vault is her best event, has won many titles on the apparatus. Needing a big score from her.
Looking at vault, top left. Very good vault. Yurchenko does a full twist onto the horse and then does a back layout off. Very unique vault, highly difficult, not something that you see a lot in college gymnastics. So the big step on the landing is going to be interesting to see what the judges do with that.
That's going to be so interesting, right? When it comes down to Ohio State and Denver battling for that second spot at the regional final. Tied coming into this final rotation, but the vault always going so quickly. The Buckeyes are going to have a long time to sit around and wait to see what the Pioneers do on the floor. Denver so far a 9.850 and a 9.9 from Ruiz.
Very, very close. Top left on vault.
On the vault.
Another Yurchenko full, and that's about as good as she could have done that. Good position. Good height. They listened to coach going into that rotation, I'm telling you, and drilled the landing.
Every score on the vault has been well north of 9.8. While for Denver on the floor, same story, with Ruiz also having a 9.9. Sloan Blakely a 9.950 in the second position for Florida on the beam.
And they haven't skipped a beat, Steve, on this beam rotation. Alyssa Bauman, again, just does what she always does. Goes up there, attacks the balance beam. She's a real aggressive beam worker, but beautiful. Good lines. Very similar look to her sister, Rachel, that competes for Georgia.
Yep. Who's also in the SEC. And Alyssa Bauman, a three-time SEC balance beam champion. Grad student from Dallas, right in the middle of this order for the Gators on the beam. So, Ohio State has finished up on the vault, down to just Florida on the balance beam in the bottom left. And then on the bars up top, the Cyclones of Iowa State, and then the bottom right, the Pioneers on the floor. Locked in that battle with the Buckeyes for the second spot in the regional final. And the Pioneers with back-to-back 9.9s.
This is what it's all about, Steve. This is what it's all about. This is what you like to see in these competitions. This is what we thought we could see in some of these regionals.
And no one's giving it away, right? They're raising their game and they're rising to the occasion.
Yes, in this instance, I mean, they knew it was tied going in. So they may not be paying attention score for score. Somebody is, but the athletes, they're just gonna go out there and try to execute to the best of their ability and get the job done. Big opening double pike. Good leap combination, gets that all the way around. Good position in the leaps. And Leanne Wong moving through this beam routine, bottom left for Florida, very nicely as well. She does her flight series, back handspring layout. So she just works the balance beam so even kill, so light, just very like non-disruptive. It just flows for her. It looks as if she's on the floor when she's working on beam, which is what you want to see.
She won the beam at the SEC Championships with a career best 9.975. Bringing that confidence and that form here, the NCAA Regionals.
finish on that floor routine from Denver. And Leanne Wong fights for that landing on the double twist. Chest down a little low. The judges may take a little bit, but again, such a beautiful beam worker. She does her job.
An All-American on the beam. And leading into Trinity Thomas, who will be next. Meanwhile, for Denver on the floor, they've had back-to-back 9.9s. Florida, 3 consecutive scores above 9. Waiting to see what Wong gets, and then Trinity Thomas coming up next. You see her in the bottom left-hand corner, and Thomas already with a pair of perfect 10s on the floor and the bars.
Yeah, Denver is not stepping back from this challenge. They have dealt with so much adversity this season. We talked about all the injuries to critical key routines and all the adjustments and different athletes that have had to step up. They've just been, they never complained, they never gave up. And here they are with an opportunity to make sure that their season continues.
Bella Mabanta with a 9.9, matching her career high on the floor for Denver. As Trinity Thomas is up next on the beam for the Gators.
Love that switch leap up to the beam for that mount for Trinity. So nicely done. She makes it look easy. Solid flight series from Trinity. Front aerial beat jump, immediate back handspring swing down. Really saves that landing, takes a big lunge back on floor. Trinity again, just flawless, flawless. Could we see a third? My goodness.
She's had a perfect 10 on every apparatus this season. 16 10s altogether for Trinity Thomas in the penultimate position for Florida on the beam. And keeping an eye on the battle between Denver and Ohio State for that second spot from this session in the regional final. Riley Mundell followed up the back-to-back 9.9s with a 9.875, leaving just scores from Abby Thompson and Jessica Hutchinson to come in. Remember, Ohio State went on vault, so they've been finished for quite a while. One score in excess of 9.9. It was Alexi Edwards with a 9.950, but everything else above 9.8 for the Buckeyes. So everyone really pushing it.
There's no other
Ohio
athletes
State and Denver
that Denver would want going in this position than Riley Mundell and Jessica Hutchinson. Coach described them as phenomenal all-around athletes, both of them. She said that they both push each other in practice to get better, and it's almost like an internal competition between these two as well.
Denver continuing on the floor over on the right, while it's Florida on the beam on the left. Meanwhile, score from Trinity Thomas coming in. A 9.975 for Trinity Thomas. So not a perfect 10, but as close as you can get.
That's as close as you can get, almost perfect again.
Abby Thompson with a 9.825 for Denver on the floor. So they went with back-to-back 9.9s from Ruiz and Mabanta. Then 9.875 from Mundell, 9.825 from Abby Thompson, and Jessica Hutchinson, a 9.8 to finish things off for the Pioneers.
Actually, split jump on the balance beam from Leah Clapper. She is their anchor for a reason. She's so solid on this event. Side aerial back full. Finds the landing, but they might get her for a little control.
As a reminder, Ohio State and Denver tied coming into this final rotation for second place, which is the final spot remaining for the regional final on Saturday. Florida running away with things. They've been leading from the outset, not relenting whatsoever in this final rotation. Every score for the Gators above a 9, led by Trinity Thomas and her 9.975.
What an impressive beam rotation.
Well, for the Denver Pioneers, making their 23rd appearance in a row here at the regionals. Looking down the line at what they hope will be their 6th trip to the NCAA championships. The Ohio State Buckeyes, last time they were at the NCAA championships was way back in 2012, so it's been a decade for Ohio State. And a trip to the regional final on the line here late for both schools here at Auburn. So with the scores coming in, the math looks like it's complete, and the Denver Pioneers will finish second.
Denver
Ohio
got the
State,
job done.
Yeah.
They got it done.
Ohio State, nonetheless, a best team vault score on the season of 49.3. So they say their best for the last. Collectively, their highest team score comes here, but it's not enough against the Pioneers, who they were tied with going into the final rotation, as Denver also rises to the occasion on the floor, led by a pair of 9.9s from Ruiz and Mabanta, who matched her career high to lift the Pioneers into second place and the regional final.
Wow, wow, so impressive from Denver to go out here and close off this meet the way that they did. Obviously had the edge as the higher seeded team and got down to business.
So it all came down to this final rotation. Denver and Ohio State tied going into their last events for the second final spots in the final. Both did exceedingly well, but it's Denver moving on. The 15 seed just edging out the Buckeyes, and here's where it stands. The regional final will feature the host team here on the Plains, Auburn, as well as Kentucky, Florida, and Denver, Saturday for 2 spots at the NCAA championships in April. What a final session, Ashley.
Yeah, it was a great final session. Florida coasted through, exciting going into that last rotation with the 2 teams tied. But Denver edged them out.
Trinity Thomas, meanwhile, also wins the all-around. Gets a season-high 39.875. And joined once again by Jenny Rowland, the victorious head coach. Well, Coach, not much to not like from your squad here this evening. They go wire to wire to get the victory, huh?
Awesome job by the Gators today. Continued fight all the way through the competition today. Couldn't have asked for a lot more, a lot to take away from today, a lot of confidence that this team can take away from today and use again on Saturday.
Coach, earlier I asked you to describe this team, and you told me doing gymnastics with pure joy. Well, did you think you saw that tonight from this team?
I did. I would say 99% of the time we were a little tight at times. But you know what? It just shows that they care. They care so much about each other, for the team, for the Gators, and they continue to fight through that. So really proud of them.
All right, Coach, we'll see you on Saturday. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Go Gators.
Terrific performance by Florida. Trinity Thomas, a pair of 10s. As I mentioned, a season high in the all-around and just .025 away from her career high as well. And joined now by the woman of the evening, Trinity Thomas. Trinity, you had the pair of 10s. When you finished the routines, did you feel like they were 10s in your mind?
Actually, I thought it was, wait, like this beam routine?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
No, on the floor and the bars.
Oh, floor, definitely. Bars was not my best bar routine in my opinion, but I was just super excited about it, and my team was super excited about it, so all good.
So, Trinity, you are so cool, calm, collected, and consistent. Tell us what goes through your mind before you get up on each apparatus.
I literally just tell myself, like, I got this, positive affirmations. God's got you, you've got this. And I just remember my training because I do it every day in the gym, and I just try to be normal.
As far as this team, everyone seemed to hit their marks this evening. Is this the best you guys have been collectively all season, do you think, right now?
I think we are still climbing. Like, this team is capable of amazing things, and I don't even think this was our best tonight, which is super special and says a lot about this team. And I'm just excited to see where we go.
That's scary for some other teams. Trinity, well done here this evening. We'll see you on Saturday in the final.
Thank you.
Now let's take a look back at Thomas's evening here at Auburn, featuring 2 perfect scores. The first coming on the floor.
Yeah, perfect 10 here, flawlessly executed. And, you know, even just talking to her, just saying that her bar routine wasn't even her best one. But look at this vault, Yurchenko 1.5, gets great height, good position, and just, you know, didn't find the landing tonight, but nonetheless, there's no other deductions. And here's what she was talking about. This pack salto, she kind of came in a little bit close at an angle. Not a deduction, but it didn't deter her from continuing and finishing that routine strong with a stuck double layout dismount. And then on the beam, again, just super solid. She's a superstar. She's cool, calm, collected, and so much fun to watch.
So check out this triumvirate that we will have in the regional final on Saturday. The Olympic all-around champion Suni Lee, Trinity Thomas coming off the 2 perfect scores tonight, and Raina Worley of UK, 39.7 in the all-around. It's going to be fun, and it is going to be spectacular.
It's going to be so much fun to see these teams battle it out on Saturday. You can't just automatically say that Florida's in, Auburn's in. You really just do not know. They're going to have to come out there, be calm, and get the job done. It'll be good for them to have a day of rest in between before they compete. So it'll be fun. It's going to be so much fun.
The most high-profile names on the biggest stage at the regional final on Saturday here at Auburn. The 4 highest-seeded teams at this regional all making it through and battling for 2 spots at the NCAA championships. We'll see you Saturday for the final. In the meantime, for Ashley Miles-Grigg, I'm Steve Schlanger. Thanks for joining us for the second round from here at Auburn this evening.